The third component of the function command is leadership. Leadership is one of the most interesting topics in business. We can find more than 10,000 definitions of leadership. So, through these few diapos, we will try to give a definition of leadership and how to apply leadership in a company. What is leadership? Try to write your own definition of leadership. What do you know about leadership? In few words or sentences. You can write your definition in English and try to underline the key words and translate them in English. One of the most interesting definition of leadership was given by Peter Drucker. He defined leadership in the only definition of leader is someone who has followers. It means if you are a leader, you have to have followers, a group of people who is going to follow you in what you want to do and follow your orders, your actions. The second definition is given by John Maxwell. He said leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So he resumed leadership in influencing people. The impact of leader as a person on the others, how is he going to impact and influence them? So through these two definitions, we can find that leadership is about followers and influence. That means you have to have influence on people to let them follow you and do what you want them to do. These two definitions we can consider them as a real basic definition of leadership. The question is, if you want to influence and have followers, how? How can a person have an influence and have followers? How can he have an impact on people? And what is real definition and the difference between managers and leaders? Are they the same or there is a difference? So the question is, how to influence people? This is the first question. Second question, how to have followers? That's mean impact. Third question, what is the difference between managers and leaders? If there is a difference, we might not have a difference. To understand how to influence and how to have followers, we have to follow the hierarchy of leading. We've seen before the hierarchy of needs, and now we are going to see the hierarchy of leading. This is a practical part of leadership and how to be a leader. So first is communication, and we've have defined communication before in the process. So a question, what is communication? Just to remind what is the process of communication. So try to answer the question, what is communication? And here when we talk about communication, it means listening. We need to learn listening because a big part of communication is based on listening. Because when we learn to listen, it means we will get information. And when we get information, we can take decision. And we know that an organization is a bunch of decisions as Simon defined it before. So the listening here is a source of getting information and inform about the situation of the company and behavior of the employees. Once I listen to them, I would get information about their needs. This is the second step, knowing the needs. Once I know the needs, according to the hierarchy of needs defined before by Maslow, who defined it in 5 steps or 5 levels, I will know what is the need of each employee or a group of employees, depends on the size of your company. I move to the second one, which is fulfill the needs by motivation. We've said that a need equal external motivation. That's mean a motivation equal need plus external motivation. Here, once I identify the needs, I can give to the employee the real motivation that he needs. Once I get the motivation here, I fulfill the motivation. It means that I have an impact on him, because an impact means I can fulfill his needs and he's going to follow me. Because when say influence, how can we be influenced by a person? It means that we fulfill its needs, and once we fulfill the needs, we influence him. So once we did that, we move to the next one, which is forward. Seeing forward means we are not more in conflict or different vision. We have only one vision, because he's going to follow me according to my vision, because I've already fulfilled his need. When we have fulfilled his needs and we're going to see forward, now our effort is synergy. And synergy here equal 1 plus 1 equal 3. What does it mean? In all companies, we're searching for the amount of efforts. It has to be equal or more of the sum of it. So what we have to do, we have to work through a gaining a synergy of a group. And leadership here means through these 5 steps, listening, defining the needs, fulfill the needs. Now we can get and talk together, see forward, and now we get synergy. And this is the importance of leadership. Now we get to the final definition of leadership. This definition is given by Harvard Business Review. Leading is how to get the best from the others. So we understand from this definition, to be a leader is not a matter of you as a person, but it's a matter of the others. How are you going to influence and have an impact on the others? And once you get the influence and get the impact on them, they will get the best from them. So what we search from leadership is, how can I get what is the best from each person, or how can I get the best from the group itself? And here we can understand through this definition that leader is someone who is among the group without being among the group. That means he's not the bossy person. He's not someone who's going to take only decision without asking the others and make them participate, but it's totally the opposite of someone who can be friendly with the organization. And with the leadership, we have to understand that leadership needs organization. That means you cannot find leadership without organization. Leadership has a part of the comportamental part of managing, and the other part, which is organization, procedures, they have to be before leadership. So leadership is just a complement for what is an organization.